the Wind in the Willows, Water Rat says, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, half so much worth doing as simply messing about in boats.
I'm Harry Hurt III, and I'm here at the Nantahala Outdoor Center in Bryson City, North Carolina, the nation's premier kayak paddling school. I'm going to try and learn a few basic paddling techniques, including an Eskimo roll, and maybe, just maybe, try to shoot the falls.
My instructor is John Clark. John's been paddling since he was 10. He regularly takes on some of the region's roughest rivers. He gets me set up with all the things I'm going to need. That means a boat, a paddle, a life jacket, a helmet, and a spray skirt that attaches my torso to the kayak and makes me look like a bionic mushroom. I'm ready to start paddling immediately.
We're going to the Chattooga River where they made the film Deliverance, and I'll be seeking my deliverance there. They say in Cherokee, Chattooga means if you hear a banjo, paddle faster.
We load up the boats and head out, passing along rocky roads, through canyons of kudzu. We drive and drive and drive some more. And finally, we get a chance to size up the mighty Chattooga.
All right, well, let's get it on.
Let's get her done.
We suit up, and then it's a grueling slog along a steep mountain trail to get the boats in the water. Right now, it seems like the hardest part of kayaking is just getting where you want to go. Finally, we're on the river. Well, not quite. First, John has to fit me for some nose plugs and then brief me on some basics of river running.
Okay. So now, I'll give you a little step-by-step process to go through when, whenever you end up flipping over in the kayak, because it's definitely something that happens.
Like so many potentially dangerous sports, kayaking requires physical strength and coordination, mental acumen, and a touch of madness.
So if you're just pounding down the river and all of a sudden you find yourself upside down, really the first thing you want to do is tuck forward like you're doing a sit-up and protect your face. That way your helmet hits the rocks and your PFD if there's any down there. Right, and the next thing you want to think about is calming down, making sure that you're not freaking out under there and that you can think clearly. So here, what we're going to do first is just flip over a couple of times, but you're not actually going to come out of the kayak. That way, when you go ahead and do that, you're used to being in the kayak underwater. Sound good?
No, it sounds horrible, but I'll try it.
John flips me. And it's not so bad, but then we practice an escape. I feel like Harry Houdini. A very soggy Harry Houdini. I learned a few more important techniques like the brace, the Eskimo rescue.
Got it. Oh yeah. There you go. Ew.
And the hip snap, a move that's key to the Eskimo roll.
There it is.
It's snap, snap, and snap again until I feel like I'm going to crackle and pop.
That hip snap feels like the Watusi, baby.
The Eskimo roll is pretty tricky for a beginner like me. So John explains a move that he calls the hands of God.
Since we're a team out there when we're paddling, we can help each other get back upright. So what we do is when somebody flips over, they can tap on their boat, let everybody know they're upside down, need help.
A teammate can then paddle up and use his hands to right the kayak.
Oh yeah. The little hands of God.
Thank you, hands of God.
Good job. So now what we're going to do is, since you did so well up there, is we're going to take you down through a Class 2 rapid that's going to add a little more excitement, a little more white, a few more waves, a couple more rocks, and just some faster current to deal with.
My wife says I need more class. Well, now's my chance. John gives me a bit of navigation advice and leads the way. Here I am, running my first rapid. Did you miss it? Here it is again. Sure, the whitewater here is more of an off-white, but it is a rush.
I've just run my first rapids, and I'm feeling pretty foamy.
I've done enough hip snapping to start my own samba school, so we decide to call it a day. I need a good night's sleep to prep for what's ahead, but I know I'll be rolling in my dreams. The next morning, we meet up on the Nantahala River, a few miles up from the Outdoor Center. We're joined by Andrew Holcomb, who finished second in the World Freestyle Championships in 2003. There are some Class 2 rapids with long stretches of easy river in between. I feel an ineffable connection with the water that is beneath me, but also a part of me. It makes me wax poetic.
So I'm liking this very much. You get a little foam, you get a little float, you see some trees, you feel the breeze. I just hope I don't go over.
The fact is, everyone's waiting for me to go over, but I refuse. Brimming with confidence, I battle the river mano a mano. Then we come to Nantahala Falls.
So this is Nantahala Falls here. Good, solid Class 3 rapid. This is a good step up for Harry. He's been doing really, really well in the Class 2 so far. So now it's big time, moving on up to the Class 3.
I am absolutely terrified. But you know what? There's only one way to do it. Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
It's time to run the falls. My world turns to murky gray. My instincts say bail out, but my training kicks in. I wait for the hands of God. I've been delivered. It's my baptism by foam.
As every water rat knows, messing about in boats can really wear you out. After a long day of kayaking, this is the kind of whitewater I enjoy. I'm Harry Hurt III for the New York Times.